Well, I got 10 more minutes to burn here. And uh what I'm getting at is this great exploitation of this man. What he did was he killed all the buffaloes to create a situation where everybody would have to come and succumb to him. He created dominance. This is what he did. Went out through the land, conquered. People didn't know killing these people. God, this race couldn't come back because God had counted enough of these seeds. Through his conquest, he made not only war against a man, he created a dire situation in the earth to make every person, every nation dependent on him to serve him. He used chemicals in the earth here in the United States of America and everywhere to kill out certain grass and leave this grass where it wouldn't bother his crop. Everything was according to the works of himself. In doing so, when he sprayed DDT on us when we was in the cotton field picking cotton, them planes come right down close out of here and spray that DDT all over our face. And them men was just laughing when they come through there. And we would be running trying to get out of their way. They sprayed the field when we was picking cotton and chopping. Come right over us and there, just blanket us with that stuff. They would laugh at them fields when they come down. Some people get killed because they come too low and hit the people. Well, when they sprayed all this stuff, it kills so many food chains that interact with other food chains that certain environmental creatures of the environmental of this United States of America and had to depend on. They didn't know what was causing what. Other words, for the comfort of man, they killed a lot of these things, and the eagles almost went out of extent here in the United States of America because the DDT was killing, softening the eggs, and they sit on them to hatch and they're birds. So even in when you look at the buffalo, we don't know what all else they was killing. And I look at a campaign ad where Sarah Palin in Alaska was flying around and shooting wolves. Heartless. If she stay in her part of the land and they stay in their part of the land, why go out and fly around and kill them? So no, just flying around killing them and just as a sport. Heartless. We are in authority, and when they created a situation here in America where we was educated by them, we was given what we needed by them, we all became a product of their environment they had created for themselves. We had to yield to their temptation, and when it came down to a point in time when God had placed a black man at the head of this battle, they're trying to say he don't know how to govern, but they are the one who ran the truck, the vehicle, and the ditch. They're the one who created this myth and through their self-will until their own peoples became troubled by the way they were running, so they elected a black man. But now he can't do nothing right. He can't drive a car ditch. They want a wheel back. So the part is, what I'm trying to show you is, they complaining about every nation on the earth is against him. The Mexicans who built this country, they done sit up and talk bad about the Mexicans, and the Mexicans packing up and getting ready to get out of here. They done talked about Al-Qaeda so much, till Al-Qaeda don't know who he is and what he's about in some parts of here, And they only use defile-minded people to talk on TV to try to further enhance their propaganda. And the ministers today is preaching about the wealth, of their own habitat, and they are afraid to speak out and tell the truth and remind those few good people that are left among us. As I read in this chapter here a minute ago, he said, many are called, but the few is chosen. They're chosen because the mindset of the peoples only think about themselves. Nobody came to the rescue and spoke upon the behalf of those peoples over there that being abused and being killed for nothing and being slain, and their body was dumped on the back of the street. Well, they said to us, they're bringing the truth home from Iraq. On what grounds? On what cause? And on what merit? God placed me as a watchman over the earth and gave you his words to tell you. If you took in place rules and regulations over the peoples, number one, where they can't serve their gods. Number two, where they have to invite other nations upon their soil to be part of the infrastructure that they have to take and give their crude oil to the peoples that is not of their land, to peoples that is not of God. Then you have not left this place. You ain't gave them that freedom. It's one thing to say that you're giving them their freedom to take and rule their own country. It's another thing when you take and you imply rules, still rules and regulations, to make them serve you and not their God. These are the things that God is referring to in his word when he talks about the certain measures that this nation have taken up and the counsel that he had taken up against his people and made them serve him. And when he said he invited them to be a part of the habitat of the land of Israel in the world, there were those who came in who had not a wedding garment on. These are the ones who is going to be taken out. He said in his word, what I spoke to in earlier, the tree that his God had not planted will be rooted up and cast into the burning flame. Well, when God made the promise to Abraham in Genesis 9-10, there was nothing said about the Gentiles. There was nothing said about the United States of America and nothing said about Great Britain. It said, seed of Abraham. Alexander the Great came in and tried to contaminate their seed and didn't do it. But Jesus is at the brink of the return. He has sent me here to tell you that be aware of the tribulation that you see up on this earth is going to increase and not decrease. Everything spoken of in the woes of Revelation, they're coming upon us, and there's upon us as I speak right now, and in a few more days, a few more weeks, these plagues upon the earth is going to increase. Not only those who taken up the law of democracy, who went by the name of Abraham, there's going to be a plague upon their land where the locusts will come, the cankerworm will come, and they will eat up their crops. There will be great famines among them. Floods will come. These things will come. Caterpillar will come, and they will have little or no food. He will turn them to the faith of their God who they serve. See what the money will do. see what the money will bring. It was all in and no. Thank you.